The dawn of antibiotics, a brief history. In September 1928, Alexander Fleming, a Scottish bacteriologist working at St. Mary's Hospital in London, was conducting experiment on Staphylococcus bacteria. Upon returning from a vacation, Fleming noticed that one of his petri dishes containing Staphylococcus culture had been contaminated with mold. Despite this, he observed that bacterial growth around the mold was inhibited. The mold was identified as a strain of Penicillium notatum, and Fleming noted that it produced a substance that could kill a wide range of bacteria, which were notorious for causing deadly infections at the time. Fleming documented his findings in a paper titled On the Bacterial Action of Cultures of a Penicillium. He discovered how the mold excreted a substance that he termed penicillin, which was effective in killing bacteria but non-toxic to humans. Howard Florey and Ernst Boris Chain, along with other scientists at the University of Oxford, took up the Fleming's work and successfully purified penicillin in sufficient quantities to demonstrate its effectiveness in treating bacterial infection. Their efforts during World War II, particularly in the United States, led to the mass production of penicillin, which played a crucial role in saving countless lives among Allied soldiers and civilians. The discovery of penicillin fundamentally transformed medicine, ushering in the era of antibiotics. It revolutionized the treatment of bacterial infections and dramatically reduced mortality rates associated with infections that were once considered deadly. Alexander Fleming, Florey, and Chain were jointly awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1945 for their contributions to the discovery and development of penicillin. Now, alongside the discovery of penicillin, the discovery of sulfonamides, also known as sulfa drugs or sulfonamides, represented another significant milestone in the history of antibiotics and antimicrobial therapy. Here is a detailed account of their discovery. The story of sulfonamides begins with the German chemist Gerhard Domag in the mid-1930s. Domag was working at Bayer's laboratories where he was investigating ways to treat bacterial infections. In 1932, researchers at Bayer discovered that a red dye called Prontosil rubrum had antibacterial properties in animals infected with Streptococcus bacteria. This finding was initially attributed to the dye itself, but further research revealed that the active component was actually the sulfonamide group attached to the dye molecule. In 1935, Gerhard Domag and his team identified the antibacterial agent in Prontosil rubrum as para-aminobenzyl sulfonamide, later known as sulfanilamide. They found that sulfanilamide inhibited the growth of Streptococcus bacteria both in vitro and in vivo laboratory tests. Domag's discovery of sulfanilamide represented a breakthrough in antimicrobial therapy. Sulfanilamide and subsequent sulfa drugs became widely used in the 1930s and 1940s to treat a variety of bacterial infections including pneumonia, meningitis, and urinary tract infection. These drugs played a crucial role in reducing mortality and morbidity from bacterial infection before the widespread availability of penicillin and other antibiotics. Gerhard Domag was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1939 for his discovery of the antibacterial effect of Prontosil. Over time, sulfonamides were replaced by more effective antibiotics such as penicillin and its derivatives due to their broader spectrum of activity and lower risk of resistance. Nowadays, in modern times, the antibiotic drugs are classified into various different classes, among which cephalosporin is a very popular class, in which third and fourth generation antibiotics are used broadly. This video is going to be a part of 3-part series. In the first part, we covered the history of antibiotics. The next part will be the reign of antibiotics, which will be followed by the antibiotic resistance.